everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Sophia Lucia Parola with Film. March 24th, you can check out 200 films from 14 countries, all different types of films. We got music videos, features, shorts, pilots, animations, bunch of amazing stuff in Asbury Park, New Jersey and Cranford, New Jersey. And one of the films you can check out is a short film homegrown in New Jersey called 100 Proof Warlock. Here to talk with us about the film are these amazing artists that were involved in making it. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the time out to talk to us, and congratulations on your film being accepted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd love to hear from everyone introducing themselves and the titles or title that they have in the film. And let's start off with you, Lizzie.
Okay, thank you. So of course it's an independent film, so we have many hats and many titles, but I am the co-writer, co-director, editor, and producer on the film 100 Proof Warlock.
Thank you, Lizzie. Amazing.
And I'm John Leary, co-writer, co-director, co-producer. And thank you for having us. And thank you for accepting Warlock into the Garden State Film Festival.
Woo.
And I'm Amy Etra. I was the art director, props, costumes, whatever else had to be done last minute. And also co-producer, associate producer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Lizzie, you're not wrong. Many hats from everybody. I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. But before we get into it, Lizzie or John, whoever wants to take it away, can you give a little synopsis about what 100 Proof Warlock is about for our audience?
John, why don't you take it?
100 Proof Warlock it's the night before Christmas and it's two guys in a bar, but one is the bartender and one is a patron who is not looking to exactly leave after the closing time. And as we start to converse with both of them, we discover each of them have secrets. One has a secret about the other that he thinks puts him over, this innocent-looking, beloved local bartender, until it's revealed that our bartender and our star is something much more. It falls into a category of kind of a thriller with a slight sci-fi tinge to it, and we hope that you're all going to enjoy it and be really surprised as you watch Warlock unfold.
Yeah, definitely. What a great little teaser, leaving us all on the edge of our seats and wanted to see it, to hear more. I love that. So Lizzie and John, you both co-directed and wrote this. Write it isn't a word. Tell me, I was interested to see that this short film was the characters were based off a short film that you made, right, John?
It was it's a kind of a unofficial sequel to my thesis film in college, which was the same character. And I had been thinking over the years, where is he now? Because he aged in real time in my memory. So he was close to my age. And that's what the genesis for it was. Because I just wondered, as I matured as a writer, has this character matured? Because the original film was basically a kind of a zombie film riff. And this is a very different type of thriller.
Wow. And Lizzie, why were you interested in this story, and what did that process look like for you guys collaborating, writing this?
Yeah, so we are part of a production company and we are looking to start shooting features, but we were like, maybe we should start with shorts just to get our team up and running. I mean, I've been in the film industry for a long time and I just wanted to get my hands dirty again and get out on set. So John had brought the script to me and we worked on it together till we got it to a point where we're like, it's ready to shoot. And I don't know, thought it was like really fun script. It's like, self-contained, one location, just a couple characters. It was sort of like, this is the kind of script, if you're an independent filmmaker, to just kind of grab some, grab a crew, get some money and get it done. So I think that's why we wanted to start with this script.
Wow. And what was it like kind of collaborating, not only writing it, but directing? Have you guys done that before, you two, or?
Well, I've directed a couple shorts, but it's been a while. And, we were talking about hiring somebody, but the more John and I went back and forth on the script, we're like, well, we kind of even each other out, like, just as writers. And we're like, we kind of already know what we want. And to kind of bring a third person into that felt like it would be a lot. So we're like, why don't we just direct this ourselves? And we make a really good team, So I know some people on the crew were a little worried at first, like, how's this going to work? But I think it worked really well. I thought we did a really great job together, and it was really balanced, and it was fun. It's kind of fun to do it with somebody else and share the burden and share the stress, but share the fun as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I definitely want to, yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, and I'll echo that. I have to say it was probably the most fun I ever had directing, and Lizzie and I think we really did. We worked so well, and we hope that and we hope the crew agrees that we also made like to elect how we directed. We had an early conversation where we said let's not torture the crew and have you say action on this shot and I say action on that. We just thought that would have been a nightmare. So Lizzie really was like driving that. She was doing that, and it was probably one of the smoothest things I've ever watched in terms of the direction, in terms of the crew working with us. It was like it was better than I really ever hoped in so many ways, because I've heard stories from other filmmakers where they really were struggling and it was strife every day, and this was not. It was like
It was
really
pieces of a puzzle,
it
right?
was a great
It was
puzzle
pieces of a puzzle that
and a
just fell
great
together.
collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Amy was like 8 of those people on the crew, right? Wearing all those hats, and she's nodding her head. So seems to agree that you guys were a good team.
Yeah.
Amy, I mean, speaking of you mentioned it was one location, and that location, I was talking to them a little before we started this, was beautiful because of the way it was set. So much of that is you, Amy. Tell me about your job on set.
The original script wasn't, can I let a little secret out? Wasn't on Christmas Eve. We kind of set it there because Liz had an idea that, we would have all this depth and color, and she was right, putting this Christmas theme together. And so we shot in February, and we knew we were going to shoot right around there. And all of us kind of held on to some of our Christmas decorations, but I also obviously populated a lot and kind of luckily we had access to this location. Sometimes that's hard because you have limited time and you're trying to get in and out. So I was able to scout the location a couple of times and make sure I had everything and then some. So this was my first time on set doing any of this. And I basically just said, I'm going to have 10 of everything because you never know. And it worked because I was uber prepared. People were telling me they couldn't believe it was my first time on a set. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was like, okay, well, you just do your Girl Scout mode and you just have everything and that's it. And so, and following Liz's direction that she wanted all of that kind of richness in the background really helped. It's so we're painting with light basically, and you can kind of just feel it. And then you see that there's something in the background here. That's Walter. His name is Walter. He was on the wall, these like, so I actually purposely sat here so we could have him as a cameo in this.
How you doing, Walter? Unpaid
Yeah,
actor.
so that's Walter. He was in the shot. So
wow.
Yeah, but the thing with that location, like what you don't see is that it was a deserted, abandoned bar, like ceiling coming down,
yes,
dirt everywhere. And we went in there and we had to clean it up and we had to transform it into a bar, so much so that the guy who was looking to buy it was like, wait, this is what it could look like.
Wow. Yeah, you can't tell at all. How long did it take you, Amy? Like, did you guys have an extra day to come in and set this up, or did it happen all
I did a half an afternoon on a Thursday, and then Friday we all kind of came in and finished up. The only reason I went in a little early is because we had some special effects that I had to set up and make sure would be working. We, shot out a dartboard, and but basically it all came together in a day.
Wow.
I mean, we had all hands on deck.
It was all hands on. We were all there.
We had our executive producer up on a ladder.
Yeah.
Are you guys constantly like looking at the monitor to make sure that the set looks as good as it does in person as it does on camera? Like, what is? Yeah.
We were looking at the video village constantly and referring back to how the shots looked, and it looked so great. The lighting and Lizzie's decision to set it at Christmas and the creation of that lighting scheme. It
adds tremendously. Yeah.
And the other little secret is there was one full-size tree, but that tree somehow managed to get into that shot and that shot and that shot. Because we're kind of resetting the shots from different angles and we want something kind of further in the background. And that was also a testament to these two and our camera crew and stuff. They said, let's set this shot, and like, can we move the tree? Sure.
Amazing crew. I mean, and so much of it, like you said, it's in this one location. It is this really long conversation. So much of it relies not only on the set and what you're in the direction, but the actors too. So tell me how you found these wonderful actors that were able to hold this.
So again, just kind of like, let's shoot something. And, I've been doing this a long time and I have a network. And Derek, who's our lead, who plays Bink in this, the bartender, I did my first short film with him like 20 years ago, like almost literally 20 years ago. And I just picked up the phone and was like, do you want to do this? Because I had a really good time with you and I want to work again with you. And he said, yeah, sure. Don't even have to see the script. Just send it to me. And then Bill Timoney, who plays Dwayne, he's a local guy. He's actually on Broadway right now. And but he lives like 2 towns over from me. So we've been meeting up with him and talking about doing projects. And he was the one who suggested to me, before you go out and shoot a feature, your team should do a short. And I was kind of like, well, I've done shorts. I want to move on. And then when we got the idea to do it, I said, well, Bill, you told us to do a short. We have a part for you.
Yeah.
So it really was off our own. We just looked at the people we know. There's so much talent around here, so many great actors. And the part of Jillian is Kristen Vaganos. She's another partner with our company. So she's out in LA and she's on General Hospital right now. So we just were like, we have a part for you. So it's just, it's great to have a team that you can kind of plug into. We didn't have to do, any kind of casting at all.
Amazing. And we were mentioned, I don't think we talked about this during this live interview because we talked a little bit before we started going live, but how long did it take you guys to shoot this?
2 days.
2 days.
2 days
And then
one
half
night.
evening. Yeah,
But
one evening with the pickup shots. Yeah.
I was just talking to our production manager today and we were like, but we shot it with 2 cameras and that is how we caught up.
Okay.
We were able to shoot our double, our 2 shots and our wides and do close-ups at the same time. It was crazy because you can't necessarily light, specifically for one camera, but it allowed us to get this done in 2 days.
Wow. And speaking, like you just mentioned, you had 2 cameras, which made it go a little faster. What are some things that you guys learned making this short film that you'll take with you to your next project when you're making features, and from other filmmakers who are out here watching this that they can take with them when they make their project?
Amy, why don't you start?
I learned my lessons. Be over prepared. It worked. I mean, I don't think we had any major hitches at least on my part, but yeah, be over prepared.
Yeah.
Over rehearsed if you can, over prepared. That's
right. Good advice. You never know what can go wrong, right? On set.
Listen to your actors too.
Yes.
We got on set and when we did a run through, they were all prepared. They came up with suggestions, alternative dialogue that we used. They were terrific. We, listen to your crew and listen to your actors was a real learning experience here in the best possible way.
For sure.
Right.
And I think for me, it's just like, this always comes down to like keeping the set happy, which is feeding people really well and treating them well and getting them out of there on time, not pushing them to the breaking point. And just like being professional, paying them on time and giving them the credit that they deserve, because this was a collaborative effort. We're up here talking, but we have a great team of support and we couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah, we had a really happy set, I think. Yeah.
Which is everything, right? I mean, you can get a finished product that looks good, but really, it really matters how that environment feels.
Yep.
That's amazing to hear. And it felt like to me that there was like kind of a little bit more to this story. These characters are so fleshed out. Where do we see this going? Is there a feature coming for 100 Proof Warlock?
Yes. And it was funny because when we completed the short and we were talking to our executive producers, and we were just talking about the character, how, I said, oh, well, this character I could see doing, being a franchise character, going from one situation due to his abilities from one to another. And they said, so do you have the feature written? And I was like, yeah. So working on that, going through a few drafts of that right now. And,
amazing. I'm happy to hear that.
We have other features planned.
Yes.
In addition to.
And shorts.
And shorts.
And shorts and pilots.
Can we shout out your production company? I don't think I heard the name.
It's called Last Stop Productions, and we call it Last Stop because we're a little long in the tooth. I think I've been making films longer than some of the other filmmakers have been alive.
No, you can't read the card.
So I hope it isn't our last stop, but we're just being kind of cheeky a little bit. but it's sort of like, you know, we all kind of came together. We have other lives. We raise children. We have other jobs, but we're here to still, you know, be creative and make movies, hopefully, for a long time to come.
No, I'm excited to see more from you guys. And before we sign off, Amy and Lizzie, I know you guys are lovers of the Garden State Film Festival. We met last year in person. John, have you been here before?
Oh yeah, I've been here twice.
Amazing. So how's it feel to have 100 Proof Warlock at the Garden State Film Festival this year at the 22nd annual festival? Like, how do we feel about the festival? How do we feel?
Amazing.
We are so excited. And we're energizing a lot of our friends and family. I got a lot of them going, where can I buy tickets? So they've already started. So we're going to have a pretty plump screening. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we didn't show this anywhere yet. And people are like, we want to see it. And we're like, no, you're going to see it at the festival. And, you know, even we were filming this almost a year ago, and we are in the back of our mind was like, Garden State Film Festival, that's where we want to premiere it. That's where we want to be. It's a great festival. It's so fun, so great for the filmmakers. So we've been on the outskirts looking in, and now we're part of it, which is great.
I love it. And it's homegrown. You guys filmed this in Jersey, right? So what an amazing place to show this in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Let me tell everyone watching how you can see 100 Proof Warlock and meet these amazing filmmakers. It will be screening Saturday, March 23rd in the Film Block, 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Berkeley Hotel, Kingsley Ballroom. Definitely check it out. Get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. Thank you all again for joining us, talking to us about your film and your careers. Congratulations, and I'll see you at the festival.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.